Is it better for me to buy a land and build a house on it? Or is more preferable that I buy an already built apartment? This is one of the most common questions that people get to ask me, especially people that are looking at owning a house here in Nigeria, and specifically in the city of Abuja. So what I can categorically tell you is that there is no specific answer that suits the shoes of everybody that is looking at owning a house here in Nigeria. However, at the end of this video, you understand which of these options best suits your need as someone that wants to own a house here in Nigeria. So pay detailed attention to this video, as in this video we are going to discuss all of these things. Is it better for you to buy a land and then build a house on it, or is it better for you to buy an already built apartment? If you are just coming across this channel, my name is Alex Iwambi. I'm a real estate investor and consultant here in the city of Abuja. So what to do here on this channel is to educate you and equally guide you towards making the best real estate investment decision here in the city of Abuja. To become part of this community, all you need to do is to subscribe to this channel and equally turn on the notification bell so that you become part of this community where we're building sustainable wealth for ourselves. Now, having said all of that, going back to our conversation for today's topic, is it better to buy a land and build a house on it, or is more preferable that you buy an already built apartment? So what I'm going to say is that, first, buying a land to build a house on it, what this entails is that you are buying an empty land, a land that has nothing on it, and you are going to initiate the building construction on that land, starting from the foundation to the finishing level. Whereas buying an already built apartment, in this case, you are buying into an apartment. You are not just buying into a land, but you are buying into a land that has a building on it. So all you need to do is you make the payment and then move in. The keys are handed over to you. Pack your things with your family and then you move in. Having established that, we are going to look at the benefits of buying land to build your own house on it. The first thing is, let's start with buying land. What you get is, in this case, you are going to have full control. You have full control and customization of your apartment. That is, in terms of the design, the kind of design that you want your house, and you get to have full control of the design and everything, the customization, how the size of the rooms and everything. You're going to have control of all of that. This is one of the major advantage for you to buy land and then build on it by yourself. Now, in the case of buying an apartment, the advantage of buying an apartment, in this case, you have less stress. All you just need to do is to make the payment and the keys are handed over to you. You pack your things with your family and you move in immediately. And also, in this case, you don't have to employ contractors. You don't have to employ engineers to carry out your building. You don't have to employ artisans, the laborers that are working on the site. You don't have issues of the site wahala is absolutely not there. All of that is taken away from this picture. You just need to make your payment and then you move in immediately. Whereas in the case of buying a land, you need to employ professional engineers. You need to employ the laborers for them to work for you on your particular site that you want to construct your house. So these are the advantages of buying a land to build on it, and also these are the advantages of buying an apartment that is already built. So looking at the disadvantage I would say you have here, buying a land to build on it, is one, these are disadvantages. One is that It is time consuming. For instance, you are planning to build your house, let's say within the period of 5 months, and the moment it starts the construction, you realize that some days the laborers will not even come on site, or some days they will not even work as fast as you expect them to work. At the end of the day, you realize that you are spending up to 1 year, and yet your house is not completed. And another disadvantage here is that you employ people that are not professionals in constructing your house, and you get to have issues. These are some of the reasons why we have building collapsing here and there. So you need to be very mindful of all of these factors. And also, another important thing is, especially for Nigerians living in diaspora that want to buy a house back here in Nigeria, some of them send money to maybe their loved ones, their friends, to build houses for them, only for them to come back and realize that those houses were not built. A lot of people have had this similar issue. Now, if you are not having issues with maybe a family member or a friend whom you have sent money to build house for you, you are having issues with the laborers on site. They will steal your material, your building materials. Maybe you are buying iron rods, you are buying wood for construction, you are buying cement, and in the end, maybe you go there the next day, they will tell you that maybe out of 50 bags of cement you bought, what is left is just 80 bags, and they can't account for 20 bags. If you ask them, they will tell you that they use it in the construction work. So you end up spending a whole lot of money without your project getting anywhere. So these are the numerous disadvantages that are here, especially if you are not on ground. Sometimes you even be on ground to monitor everything, and all of these things will still happen to you if you are not well experienced in the site work. So these are the disadvantages you have here. It's very time consuming and it's very stressful if you don't have the time to be going on site to supervise, to monitor everything. And this is one reason why most people prefer to just buy a house. Now, the disadvantage of, let's look at the disadvantage here. The major disadvantage of buying an already built apartment is that in this case, you have little or no control of the customization of the house. The way you want the house to be, you have little or no control over it. There are some situations where you can be able to twist one or two within the apartment, but in some cases you will not be able to make any adjustments at all. So in this case, it is always preferable that you look inwards, go for what will really suit your desire, and then you make payments for it. So this is one of the major disadvantages of buying an apartment. I usually advise people buy an already built apartment, especially if you are not on ground, to do all the supervision. This is especially for Nigerians living in the diaspora that don't want any issue of stress or wahala concerning their money that they have sent to build house for them. So buy an already built apartment. So as somebody who wants to own an apartment, somebody who wants to own a house in Nigeria, I hope this video will now give you a guideline, to give you a clue on which of these options is best for you to consider in the Nigeria real estate market. I remain your real estate broker, Alex Yombi. And please don't forget to like this video and equally share it with as many people as possible. Finally, if you are looking at buying a land in the city of Abuja or buying an apartment, do well to reach out on the number displayed on your screen, and I will guide you on how to begin the process.